On VLGA Connect, we speak with Kathryn Arndt, the CEO of the VLGA, about the advocacy work happening currently to look at the timelines for budgets that are due very soon for councils across the state. Kathryn, we're mindful that councils are right in the middle of their budget preparation cycle. 30 June is coming very quickly. Do you see some leeway perhaps being possible given everything else they're dealing with right now?
Yes, that's a really good question. It is one that has come up from our members. Under the current legislation, councils are required to have their budget finalised and adopted by 30 June. As we know, both the state and the federal governments have put back their budget timelines in light of the COVID-19 crisis. And my understanding that under the local government legislation, there is a provision where councils can apply to the minister for an extension of that 30 June timeline. Now, I've had conversations with the leadership at Local Government Victoria, and it's my understanding that the minister is quite aware and receptive to the fact that the sector may need to seek and exercise that extension. So I would encourage all councils and particularly the governance teams to have a look at those relevant provisions and to start that conversation with the Minister's office if they would like to seek an extension for that, because I think it's more than reasonable to request that in light of the current circumstances. The other matter that's also coming up in the sector and being discussed is that concept of rate relief, particularly for those members of the community that are now without jobs or are particularly challenged by the fallout of the COVID-19 situation. And I am really looking forward to some of those CEOs and mayors and councillors participating in these exchanges to perhaps share their thinking around what type of hardship policies they may implement to assist those who are impacted and offer them some rate relief. It seems like a quite simplistic solution to perhaps roll out a generic policy for all ratepayers in a community or a municipality. However, as we know, our communities are diverse and perhaps there will be members of the community that are more impacted than others, and therefore perhaps the sector needs to think of some more innovative and sophisticated ways to establish hardship policies that aren't overly bureaucratic, but at the same time recognise that simply reducing rates or even suspending them will have a flow-on effect in the future. And of course, councils are very reliant on rate income or collection in order to continue to deliver those critical services to the community.
Very relevant hot topics right now. Great to see the VLGA is having those conversations already, and that's something I think we will keep a watching brief on and talk more as things develop.
Thanks, Chris.
The VLGA would love to hear from you and learn more about what your council is doing during this time. If you'd like to share your story on VLGA Connect, please send an email to vlga@vlga.org.au and we'll be in touch.